Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven. In this episode I'm gonna do an unboxing of the Kickstarter exclusive freebies that people got for backing the game The Order of Vampire Hunters by Darkgate Games. So there's a Hunter box and a Slayer box and they're chock full of miniatures. So let's open it up and see what's inside. So these are the Kickstarter exclusive freebies for The Order of Vampire Hunters. That came with the Slayer pledge and the Hunter pledge. So let's open up the Hunter box first. Alright, so you got your standard cardboard box with a nice plastic insert filled with all the extra miniatures that were unlocked during the campaign. And extra cards here, and there's a piece of paper here that has, let's see what that is. So this is basically the contents of everything in this box. Or perhaps these are extra things because Nyx is she in here? I'm not sure. I thought that was a separate extra. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to see what all that is. But okay, you get this leaflet. You get these cards. So let's open up that pack here. Can find a way in. Yep, there we go. And there were a lot of extra heroes that were unlocked, these vampire hunters that are in the box here. So we have a Samuel, we have a Billy Bob, a Dallas, a Akechita, Daniel Stoica, Emma, and Ash. Every good horror game should have an Ash. There's a Kane, a Bram, Isabella, Jean-Louis, Henri. So a couple of French guys. There's what's this? Combined attacks. Yes, there's extra combined attacks. We have shove, run, down the hole. A couple of those in this pack as well. Here are the players' stat cards with their turned versions on the back. So for Samuel, Billy Bob, Dallas, Akechita, Daniel Stoica, Emma, Ash, Kane, Bram, Isabella, Jean-Louis, and Henry. So Henry looks like he already is kind of turned. So that's pretty interesting. And then we have these extra, are they all elders? No, they have swarms and elders. Okay, so let's start with those first. We have Lord Curivan, the elder. We have Lord Marku. And here is Eaton, an elder. Grelrock, the elder, who looks very imposing. It's a weird kind of creature. We have a mist, a swarm of bats, and a swarm of rats as well. So those are the swarm creatures. Alright, so those are the bigger cards in the pack. And of course there's also a whole stack of small cards in here. Have a look. Alright, so we got Elder Influence cards. We've got night activations, we've got day activations, we've got encounters, we've got special abilities, we've got items, we have serious injuries, which is new, I think. I haven't seen those in the base game, if I recall correctly. We've got infections. And those are, and compulsions. Well, compulsions we know from the base game as well. So we have seek and something shiny. So this is interesting, these infections. Just a scratch. and nothing happens, and they get more serious, of course. Well, there's plenty of just a scratch here. So that looks infected. Turn at will. Oh, that's cool. You can turn if you want to. And we have a flesh wound. We have walk it off. It's deep. Nicked artery. A gusher. That's worse. Strained knee. So all kind of serious injuries here. We have these items. More extra items. I should turn these around. Trash can shield. A drain bazooka. A cross. So it looks like they are cobbled together stuff. Here is an item, well, you can find a trap or a collapsing corridor if you're not careful. So there are negative things among the items you can search for. Special abilities for your hunters. The spawn cards, the encounters as they call them. And the day and night cycle events. And finally, these Elder Influence cards. So there is a whole lot of cards that you can add to your base game. Well, that came with these exclusives. And then what's left is these minis. So that's pretty cool. We have a marker here. So that looks like it's a player marker, first player marker perhaps, with a hand holding a wooden stake. That's a pretty nice touch. We have these heroes here, these hunters. So this guy wielding a huge flamethrower with a large barrel on his back. Not even sure if it is a flamethrower. It sure spews something deadly. Big fella with nice detail. He's got pouches on his belt. He's got these knee guards. Got lots of armor on, shoulder pauldrons. So that's a cool mini. We have this guy wielding a big crossbow. Van Helsing kind of guy with this long coat. Also very dynamic pose. Well, he's running at least, judging by his coat. And then we've got this dude here wielding a crossbow and a gun. All right. We have someone with a big shotgun and a backpack. There's the guy with a top hat and an axe. Came straight out of the Victorian English era, it seems. And here is someone with a Spanish conquistador helmet with a scimitar and a hand crossbow. So I presume she's Spanish. Let's see, do we have any more heroes? No, those were all 6 of them. I think there should be... Oh, there's Billy Bob over here. Almost forgot him. With his big mechanic punchy fists. Also very nice. And what is this? This is a guy with the sword. Is that a sword he's holding? Yeah. Maybe it could be a katana. So that's pretty cool as well. Looks like he has got one of those old-fashioned wigs on. Ah, here is the Native American looking guy with a hawk or an eagle on his shoulder, a big bow, shield on his back. That looks very impressive. So So he's a cool looking hunter. There is this creepy looking witch lady. Kind of like a Baba. With all the skulls hanging on the robes here. Book of Spells in one hand. That's nice, Minnie. There's another hero over here. A cowl girl, she looks like, with a whip and a big 4-barrel shotgun. Another gun here. Ponytail, braided, and a long coat. That one's nice as well. Let's see, what else here? Oh, another hero. Plenty of heroes. We have this girl in a pretty strange attacking pose. Probably trying to impale a vampire with the end of her halberd. And again, this plastic is solid enough that this kind of poses are entirely possible. So that's good. Bit of a weird pose, this one, but okay. So that's those. We have a couple more of these thralls that we've seen before, and these minions that are basically the same as the base game. But we do have some other extras. We have here these rubble tiles, tokens, so you can replace the cardboard tokens with actual 3D ones. We have these crates and barrels, which function as cover or an obstruction. That's also pretty nice. Two of those. We have the swarm of rats. All the little rats here sculpted on nicely. So those are the rats. And we have the swarm of bats too. And they look pretty cool as well. The skulls on the base. Nice. 2 bat swarms. Let's see, we have some kind of ghost here. Also looks pretty creepy. So that's 2 of those. Did I see this guy yet? Yeah, the priest that everybody got with their pledge. This is a pretty cool model as well. He looks like a guy from the history books, you know. So maybe we have a couple of vampire hunters that somehow survived for ages due to some strange rituals or whatever. So that's pretty nice. Daniel Stoica, I believe. And then we have those big guys, those 3 elders. So we have that weird looking monstrous, he's a kind of gorilla looking. I mean, he's like a hybrid between a rhinoceros with the body plating and the huge horn on his head and a gorilla due to his frame and his large 4 arms. And that, you know, like melded together with lots of pointy things and like a crossbreed vampire gone wrong. So that's pretty nice. He's a very imposing enemy. Then we have this dude. Very cool looking vampire with the big wings and the big ears. Muscled torso. All the robes hanging here. Nice detail on this one. So yep. Creepy looking vampire. And finally we have this huge dude. Very, very large. model. Very bulky looking vampire. And he has big arms, a big chest, huge legs, and giant wings opened up. So that's pretty nice. He's got lots of detail. And that is the final mini in the Hunter exclusive box. Let's move on to the Slayer freebies. The Slayer freebies box that you got as an extra if you pledged at the Slayer level. Kickstarter exclusives. And this box comes with some extra cards as well. So let's open that up. And here we have Alexei's Holy Hammer and Stake Cannon. We have Boris's Wooden Stake. We have Nikolai's Warhammer and Stake Launcher. Svetlana's Crosspick and Crossbow. And Navida has a wooden stake and a stake launcher as well. Here are the Eastern European heroes. So Alexei with his turned side. Boris also with the turned side. Nikolai. There you go. Svetlana. Pretty creepy there. Navida. That is decidedly creepy. And we have some extra monsters. So we have this amphibious Reiko, who is an elder. And that's it. So there's one elder in this box who is amphibious and is named Reiko. So that's this one, I presume. So here he is. He has a big belly. He looks like he has scales. And he kind of looks like the other thralls, just a bit bigger. And yeah, he does have an amphibious look to him. This weird round mouth. So that's that guy. We have a couple of these. So this is a new model here. We have one of those ghosts in this box. We have one of these, and these guys I've seen in another expansion. I think From Blood to Dust, if I'm not mistaken. So you get some of those as well. And then we have an extra rat swarm and an extra bat swarm here. And then the Eastern European heroes, 5 of them. So let's quickly show these. And these are also in nice dynamic poses, and they have a decent amount of detail on them. Good sturdy plastic. And we have this one, this priest with his big stake gun and a hammer shaped like a cross, a crucifix. He's got this on his back. So that's pretty awesome. He's a pretty tough looking guy. We got this girl here with a stake and a gun. Wearing a long coat. And a hood over her head. Alright. We have this guy with the mechanical arms. That's pretty cool. So he has 2 guns, 1 gun in each hand, and he has these 2 mechanical arms that are wielding a crucifix gun. They're basically the same as he's wearing in his, holding in his hands as well. So he's got 4 of these weapons, and that's pretty cool. I like the mechanical arms on his back. It's a nice touch, nicely detailed. And then finally we have this guy wielding the huge war hammer in his big armor. So that's pretty cool. He looks like he would crush you in one blow. All right. So those are the heroes and the monsters that came with the Slayer exclusives, and that's all there is to see. And so that was the unboxing of the Slayer and Hunter Kickstarter exclusives for Vampire Hunters by Boardgame Games. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and see you next time on Board Game Heaven.